So, hey guys, hello Facebook group. I've already said hello to everyone who's watching us on Zoom and on the weekly Wi-Fi Wednesdays invitation, but hello to everyone in the Wi-Fi Marketing Experts Facebook group. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi, and I am here today to do our Wi-Fi Wednesdays. So this is gonna be a regular thing every single week. We're gonna have some training planned where I can dive through all of our new features. In the next few weeks, we're doing our 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. So this is for anyone that joined us last week. On November 1st was our first week, was the kickoff. So I'd be interested to see where a lot of you are at 7 days later or 1 week later. I see a lot of people who have posted in the group about your success with the 30-day mobile challenge or what 30-day Wi-Fi challenge, and also the ability of messaging people on Facebook Messenger and simply asking, do you offer free Wi-Fi? And then taking the conversation from there, finding out who the decision maker is, what their pain points are, booking the meeting and closing the deal. So today I'm gonna run through all of that again. For those of you who missed last week, don't worry, I'm gonna go through a quick, much faster version of it. However, I'm just gonna focus on the key points, the key takeaways of things that you need to be focusing on in your business to succeed. So I want to welcome everyone who is joining us on the call, and let's dive right into it. So let me actually switch up my slide view over here because I want to be able to get. Oh, did my computer just freeze again? Nope, it did not, I think. So I've had this issue with Microsoft PowerPoint. Right now I'm trying to get out of full screen. It's not allowing me. So we'll see, maybe I can restart this. And even though it's a black screen, I am still here, guys. There we go. So let me just flip over to the shorter version, and I'm going to run this in a better view. So lately, like I said, some issues with PowerPoint. So it's always important. I know kind of the issues, and even though they do happen, I try my best to make sure they don't happen again. Let me just flip this around. My point here is, though, when you're presenting, always make sure that you have a backup. So if anything goes wrong, for example, here I have the slides in PDF format. So if my PowerPoint completely crashed, I have a backup. So always make sure that a lot of you guys kind of think when you go into demos, you got to be like doing I need to have a live device there. I need to have tethered with a 4G stick, all that stuff. You really don't. As our buddy Craig Morrell in the group says, all you really need is to swipe, and you need a gallery of some static images of screenshots of things that you've done. So always have a backup plan. For example, here, things weren't working. If it didn't work, I have another way to go. But let's talk about the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge here, because I think the big takeaway that I want everyone in this group and on the training to have is the ability to close deals. So if you follow these steps, my promise to you is that if you give 100% effort for 30 days, it's been 1 week in, we see a lot of people who have already had results and closed deals in 7 days, believe it or not. I believe it, but those who are doubters and who haven't done anything, if you saw this last week and you're watching it again and you haven't messaged anybody on Facebook, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, because in the next 30 days, you will get clients. And that's my guarantee. If you follow this and message 5 clients a day, you will close more business. And I'll talk about in the Q&A at the very end, I'll talk about some best practices for using Facebook Messenger. You don't want to go in and message 20 businesses, copy paste the same message. You'll get banned for that very quick. I'll go through the best practices very shortly, but there's certain ways to do things to get results. So what we've done on our end at My Wi-Fi is made it very easy for you to close more deals. So essentially, regardless of whatever you're currently selling right now with local, you lead with social Wi-Fi marketing. Follow this strategy to get the lead, to get your foot in the door, to break the ice, speak to the owner, offer massive value upfront, start generating and mining data. Once you have the data, you can sell anything. So social media, video ads, Facebook ads, retargeting, email marketing, all that stuff, reputation. It's an easy sell once you get your foot in the door and prove yourself with Wi-Fi. So the sales process is like this. It's very simple. You qualify leads. You figure out who are the clients you should be speaking with, who you don't want to waste your time with. You talk to them. Then you show and sell. So this is not so much like, hey, buy this, buy this. I see a lot of people who have copied and pasted their screenshots. They're trying to sell the gatekeeper. Don't pitch the gatekeeper. You're not going to get anywhere. The gatekeeper's doing their job. They're going to say no to no matter what you're selling. You could be offering them free gold, and they're going to be like, no, I don't want to accept anything because my job is to hold annoying people like you away from the owner. So you don't want to sell the gatekeeper. You want to show and sell the owner. And what you do is by qualifying and asking the right questions, you can reach the business owner. And once you do, you show them and you're selling on your heels, not on your toes, okay? We'll go into that in a little bit, but we covered it last week. It's a really confident way of selling through examples and previews using our new tool rather than trying to sell on a message. And then you upsell. Once you get that device installed, once you get the everything plugged in, plug and play, you create the campaign. We're going to go through that today, the whole flow, very, less than 5 minutes. We're going to go from messaging a client to having the device shipped and having it on their way, drop shipped to the client so they can just plug it in and everything is all good to go. You're already on to your next message within 5 minutes. Okay, that's something we did not cover last week. We're going to talk about that this week. When you upsell that, once you have that trust in place and that device is installed, you get the data, you can upsell them, like I said, anything you want. So I'll show you how to do all that in less than 5 minutes a day. I say 20 minutes, being very generous. You can actually do all of this 5 clients, 5 minutes a day if you know what to look for. Okay, so are you guys ready? Type in yes or ready in the chat right now. You can type on Facebook if you're watching live on Facebook, or type in the Zoom webinar chat right now if you are ready for me to rock this. And I see a whole bunch of people are, so wicked. So let's go through this. I kind of did last week. I'm going to go through this again, but we have a methodology here that's called FAST sales. So these are the fastest way to get your sales. So there are 4 key parts in selling. And what I didn't cover here is we have the clients to look for, clients not to look for, but maybe we'll include that later. But in fast sales, you have 4 steps to any kind of sales process. You have the awareness, the interest, decision, and action. So the awareness is the business owner being like, hey, what is this? What are you guys talking about? That's, that's cool. The interest is either, providing pleasure or relieving pain. So any of those 2 combinations will create interest on behalf of the business owner. And then a decision needs to be made on exactly what they are doing. And then action. Action is, the actually doing something. So our fast, we actually take that and we do different things. We do find. So F is for find. Let me actually pull up my iPad over here because I'm going to pull the same graphics we had last week. There we are. So you guys remember I did the find, ask, show, and transaction. Okay, so this is the fast. This is the FAST methodology for doing fast sales. So right now we're going to focus on find over here. And really what we're looking for on find is we're using Facebook Messenger. We're using the Facebook Wi-Fi Finder. So this is available anyone with the Facebook app. You simply go down to find, you go on the bottom right. So actually just, you follow my screen here. You click right down here, that 3 hamburger menu. And then you'll see this over here called Find Wi-Fi. It's a tool found in your Facebook app. So you need the app downloaded on iPhone or Android. And then you click that and it's going to show you all the businesses in and around your area, or wherever you zoom out, zoom in and search the area. You can click here to search and it will literally list all businesses that are around you that offer Wi-Fi in the name of their network. You can also search Facebook by typing in restaurants nearby or bars in Boston or restaurants in Toronto, whatever you want, and you'll get a whole list on Facebook for that. So what you do then is you go right to the page. You'll notice that a lot of pages these days, those that use it, have a big message button on their page on Facebook. So you click that, you actually, before you do, you scroll down and see if they're engaged or not. So this user, for example, typically replies in a few hours. You'll see them, sometimes a few minutes, sometimes 12 hours or a couple days. You want to focus on the ones that are very active. And also you want to go to the other options in Facebook and you can scroll down and see the name of the general manager. You can actually see the name of, this is their real email address right over there. I mean, this is killer information that you can then use in your arsenal. So what you do is you simply message the business saying this is the magic message. Hey, do you offer free Wi-Fi? Okay, now remember, you're coming from your own personal Facebook account, sending it directly to the business. So they're going to answer you thinking you're a customer. This is engagement right away. And what you do is you kind of plant your seeds. Depending on if they say yes, then you say, hey, that's awesome. Do I need a password, or is it the new social Wi-Fi with Facebook login? Or you can say something like, hey, that's great. Do I need a password, or are you interested in having a password-free one-click solution? But you don't want to go there. You don't want to sell the client. See, that's a lot of people in the group were doing that. They tried to write paragraphs in the response to the page. Chances are the person who's answering this, it might be the owner, depending on the business, but more often than not, it will be a gatekeeper. So if you know that they offer Wi-Fi, hey, that's awesome. Is it a Facebook login, or are you guys? Can I speak to the business owner? I noticed something that I want to discuss about the Wi-Fi. You can even go as far as saying, I noticed a problem with your Wi-Fi. Who should I speak to? Who manages the Wi-Fi at your location? More often than not, they don't get that question all the time. A lot of you guys probably call businesses and say, hey, who manages your marketing and social media? And they're going to be like, F you, I'm the gatekeeper. I don't want to speak to you. I mean, that's part of how it goes. So you don't want to ask for that. You say, I noticed an issue with your internet, or I noticed a security concern with your, you don't have a password. If they say, hey, yeah, just password free, just log on, it's open, that's a security concern. You want to talk to the business owner about that, but you don't want to get into details with the gatekeeper. You want to go directly to the business owner and speak to them on a Zoom meeting like I'm doing right now and explaining to them exactly what you're talking about. So once you get that engagement going, however it goes, we're going to go through some scripts and some role playing a little bit later on in the 30-day challenge. But all you have to do is write that magic message and roll with it. Say, speak to the business owner. I want to talk to you about either a problem with your Wi-Fi or an opportunity, but you don't want to sound and come off as salesy. You don't want to sell from your toes. You don't want to be like, hey, who manages your social media and marketing, and keep it all capped. You're going to read right through that. Clients are going to say, no, thank you. I don't care what you're selling, but I don't want to be sold right now. No one likes to be sold. So what you do instead is educate them, ask to speak with them. I just want to teach you something that you can do, relieve pain, increase pleasure, that kind of thing. So once you get the engagement, move on to the next step. Next step is ask. Okay, now remember, we have our chart over here. So the next section we talk about is ask. So the ask is where you get the interest. So by asking the questions, this is where you start getting the clients interested. So here are some questions you can ask the local business owner. And you don't necessarily ask the gatekeeper this. You want to go right to the business owner. And you can find all these in our members area. I'm not going to go through them all, but we have a ton of questions and FAQ. I'll actually show you exactly where that is in our members area. So log into your white label dashboards here. I'm going to do this right now with you guys and show you where all these great resources are. Because a lot of people see a lot of questions on the Facebook group saying like, hey, where's this? Where's that? I can tell you they're usually in two places. They're either up here in support or up here in the members area. Let me just zoom in and show you that. So support, any questions about the platform, how to use features, what hardware can we integrate with, how do I plug in this device, how do I set things up? It's all under support. Anything sales and marketing, strategy, questions to ask, opening the door, contract stuff, all the graphics, all that stuff is in the members area. So click on members area inside your dashboards, and you're going to see over here, we have a whole list of stuff. But over here, like a lot of you should do, is questions. So I'm just going to look up questions, say key questions to ask a local business owner. We have a video over here that'll help you do that. We actually have a bunch of videos, key questions to ask. These will help plant the seed. They'll help identify pain points. That help help you understand who to speak with. And over here, actually, we also have, depending on if you're targeting businesses with Wi-Fi, without Wi-Fi, if you are a social media consultant, if you're targeting restaurants or hospitality, we have specific training sections for that inside our members area here. So, for example, why restaurants need social Wi-Fi. We have tons of data and tons of stats that you can take, copy, paste. Send this to your business owner. Be like, hey, did you know that 64% of consumers make a restaurant choice based on free Wi-Fi availability? You guys should really start thinking about offering Wi-Fi in your location. So, these are great questions to ask. In addition, over here, we have how to pitch a restaurant. So we have a little strategy session on how to do that. I'm not going to go through the whole point of these Wi-Fi Wednesdays is not for me to necessarily regurgitate a lot of the great content we have in the members area. It's more for me to show you where to find it and then stay on live to ask you questions or answer your questions to help you scale. So that's where you find that. And over here, once you find their problem or their pain or their pleasure, so let's say they want to increase fans on Facebook, they want to generate emails, they want to start increasing customer loyalty, they want to launch a loyalty program and find an easy way for people to automatically opt into that. Whatever that one thing is, focus on it and then show them how you can solve it. Don't tell them, don't write them a message, do this. So you provide a solution, not a product, not a sale. You're providing a solution to their problem. And this is your new unfair advantage. Those who caught the training last week, you're all been using this. I see tons of people who have already been sharing the screenshots. But what you do is this. So if you're a white label user or you're on a legacy plan, make sure you have your white label dashboard enabled, specifically your portal. So let me show you where that is inside the platform. So you go over here to branding. Okay, now you're going to have your social portal down here. So You want to make sure that this is green and it says your white label domain is active. Then you can use this cool automatically add to CRM lead gen tool. If not, if you don't have your white label set up, you know, you can still run the preview. You don't quite save it. You don't quite, you know, have the power of the whole feature. You can still use it. You use securewifi-login.com/p, the letter P, /page name. And that's the Facebook page name. So for example, if I hop over here to Facebook and I search for one of my favorite brands, let's say Amazon. So I go to Amazon's webpage. I can see right here in the address bar, it is simply facebook.com/Amazon. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is take my portal URL. So my portal is portal.yourmobileagency.com. And this also works with securewifi-login.com, but I'll use mine. So portal.yourmobileagency.com/p/Amazon. So I just do that. It's automatically going to generate. Oh, I'm sorry, I used the wrong URL. I'm a little confused. My social portal is called Portal. Mine's custom domain is actually freewifi.yourmobileagency.com. I actually confuse myself with that now because it's a little bit different. So make sure you use your portal domain. And what happens there is it will automatically generate your Facebook page. Now, by request, we also added the ability to change the language on the preview. And very shortly, we're going to change the terms to be generic. So it'll have your name, and I won't mention my Wi-Fi at all. And you'll be able to also choose your Facebook app over here. So when people connect, it's not using a generic app. It's going to use your actual white label app. You'll be able to select that. So that's coming soon. But here, for example, if I was selling Amazon, a social Wi-Fi solution, I would sell them this. I would automatically connect with Facebook over here. It'd say, thanks for connecting, enjoy browsing. It'll give me the ability to like Amazon on Facebook, also the ability to shop now. It'll redirect me to that page. And the coolest thing about all of that, if you use your white label URL, by me simply going through that flow, if I go over here later to my sales CRM and look at my preview, so number one, by doing that, it automatically adds Amazon to here. It shows me that I have one view, the one view that I just did. So this also helps you track your engagement if you send it to a lead, if they actually viewed it or not. And second, it also automatically adds me to the page. So it automatically adds me to the CRM lead list, which is very, very cool. Now, I'll show you how to convert this and take that campaign to an actual sale with the location and everything like that in just a minute. But let me just finish showing the prospecting area over here. So that's the tool. That's your unfair advantage. You can use that from your mobile device. You can use it from your iPad, from your cell phone, whatever, literally whatever you're using. It is the fastest, easiest, best way to display and show your clients how your social Wi-Fi solution works. Everybody got that? Type in yes in the chat box. We're also going to be adding custom branding footers also, yes, by request. Cool. Save your questions for the very end, and I will be answering them for you. So as you know, I just showed you that new Facebook campaign generator. That is your unfair advantage. You can do it by /p, or you can actually go right into the CRM here, go create new preview, and you can choose your preview type. So you can choose existing campaign or Facebook page. So a lot of you, if you want to do custom stuff, you can either generate it, make a campaign, or create a campaign from scratch, and then create a preview from a campaign. Okay, you don't have to start with Facebook. You can use an existing campaign to use your previews and then send it off. Whoever goes through your flow will be added to your CRM list. So that helps a lot. So that's that. And as well, we, as you saw there, once you copy that, if people fill out that URL, it automatically gets added to your sales CRM. Cool, it went through the lead list stuff as well. Now, the next step over here is T for transaction. So let's pull up our diagram again here. Transaction is the last item over here. It is important because over here is what's actually going to get your commitment. That is where your money will be made. So it won't necessarily be made right off the top. You're going to, in some cases, give this away for free. But what happens there is that you're building trust. You're getting a client, you're getting data, you're getting stuff that you can actually sell. And you can sell Wi-Fi marketing, followed up with Facebook ads, email, reputation, all that other good stuff. But to get your foot in the door with reputation or with email marketing or with Facebook ads, you're one amongst many pitching that same client. With Wi-Fi marketing, you are different. Okay, that is why we always suggest to lead with that. What you do is you ask for a hardware deposit anywhere between $99 to $299, so $100 to $300, in exchange for you dropping off expensive hardware, and the client can understand that. And little do they know that that is actually a sale. Okay, so they're handing over $300. You're giving them a device. If you don't pick up the device, you don't return the $300. Okay, that's how it works. So they are actually giving you a down payment on their future sale, which makes your actual close so much easier. You're actually closing them. I don't want to give the impression that this isn't a close. This is a definite close. So you're offering them the hardware for a charge, and then you're offering them the first 30 days of access for free. This is almost like your money back guarantee. And you say, look, at any time in the next 30 days, if you're not happy with this, if we don't generate a lot of leads for you, and if you don't engage your customers and solve your problems, we'll come pick it up. I'll return your deposit. No harm, no foul. We'll leave as friends. No issues. It becomes like a risk-free opportunity almost for them versus a sale. Okay, so making sure you guys get that right is very important. Offer it for free. Say, look, I'm currently in your area and I'm offering a special to people in your area. Like, keep it very contextual to them, and then offer a free hardware in exchange for a deposit. And then tell them, look, after that, the costs are going to ask you, what is the cost? You say anywhere between $100 to $300 a month. But, if you're happy, I can give you a deal at $150, $180, whatever it is. But the key is that you need, once there's that engagement, and if they offer a Wi-Fi and the client's like, look, this is all great. I like it. I understand it, but I don't want to give you any money right now. Even $100 or $300, I'm just not interested. You've come that far with the client. You need to close the deal. So what you do is, if you have trouble getting a deposit, offer the trial absolutely free. Okay, I had some people being like, how could you not get a deposit? And you're like, guys, it's a $49 piece of hardware. It's under $50. You order 3, 4, you have them on stock. You know where the business is. You're giving it to the business owner. You're walking into their location, or you're shipping it to their actual physical address. You don't have to be there in person. You're shipping it to them. If they don't return it, your max loss is $49, okay? Chances are people are ethical, and I believe in humanity, that they're not going to just steal your router. And if they do, throw ads up on there. If they want to plug it in and use it, like monetize it in different ways. You have access, remember, at the end of the day, to whatever shows up on that device. So don't worry, drop it in for free, get that installation. And for example, if you're doing that, it's a $0 hardware deposit. It's 30 days, absolutely free, risk-free, cost-free. And at any time within 30 days, if you're not happy with this, I'll come pick up the hardware at no cost to you. And like I said, your cost to execute all that is literally $49, a reusable hardware. If they say, no, I don't like this, come pick it up, go pick it up, give it to the next client. It doesn't cost you anything. So I can tell you now, this works. We see a lot of positive feedback. And guys, please, I have a post in the Facebook group. It's about updating the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. It's posting your successes. So please comment on that. We'll be picking one lucky winner to get a private one-on-one with me to help me help you scale your business. So make sure you type in, you put in your screenshots. For every post that you put on that post, you'll get an entry into the contest. We're going to pick one lucky winner who, like I said, I'll do a 1 hour or more session with you. Make sure that you have your business on track. Make sure you have everything all set up to scale. So moving on with this, and I see my Facebook on the side here, still rocking. So like I said, the ultimate sales tool is Facebook Messenger. That's where you're going to start it. Use the Facebook Wi-Fi Finder. Type in on Facebook on desktop if you want, restaurants nearby or bars in your area or restaurants in your area. Message them, see what their response time is. Use the one, get their email, mark that down, because you can follow up with email once you get the name of the decision maker. Remember, you do not want to pitch the gatekeeper. You simply ask, hey, do you offer Wi-Fi, to get a feeling of whether they do or not. You can also see if they're serious about Facebook by number of fans that they have, by a number of shares that they have on Facebook, by the number of times that they share things, stuff like that. And then what you do is on that stage, you plant the seed. So you get a little bit of information about the business owner, about what they're looking to do, their objectives, what's important, what the pain and pleasure is. You focus on that. You ask the right questions. You share the /P page. In some cases, it helps if you do it right in Facebook Messenger, if it is the business owner that you know you're speaking with. Or what you do is you message this via email to the business owner. That usually helps, because they read this on their own time and they're referred to you by their support So it always helps. And if you message 5 new businesses every single day and you focus, you have your absolute total focus for 30 days, I guarantee that you will get new clients in less than 30 minutes a day. If you work the numbers, 5 prospects by 5 days, by 4 weeks is 100 messages a month. We see people with a 25 to 50% response rate on that initial message, and we're waiting to see after the 30 days to give you an exact close rate. But so far, so good. We see a lot of people who are getting amazing results just by simply following this super simple process. And like I said, you got to think, if you don't think you can do that, watch our replays, go through our marketing, be confident with the platform first, because usually it comes down to internal psyche. But I can tell you now, it's probably the easiest sales thing ever to do. You don't have to pick up the phone. You don't have to get out of your house. You don't have to actually knock on doors. You just have to message on Facebook Messenger and then do a face-to-face meeting like this. This is what we're going to be covering next week on how to actually execute the meeting. But first, I want to talk about the installation. And again, we talked about our fab clients and our con clients. If you missed that, watch the replay from week 1. I go into great detail about the right clients to look for. But now we're going to talk about fast sales. So if you want to do this strategy, message clients on Facebook, get that install, get somebody to say, yes, I'll give you a deposit, I'll get the device. You want to turn those hotspots into cash. You got to think, okay, I have to fulfill on this. So let's talk about fulfillment for a second, because that's something we didn't fully get into last week, and it's a big part of being able to close these deals. Okay, so we have something called easy fulfillment. So the E is for extend. So the first thing you want to do, and I'm going to do this with you guys right now, and actually let's look at the time. The time is, I'm going to actually turn on my stopwatch here. You guys can actually see my screen. So I'm going to turn on my stopwatch right here, right? You guys can see that, right? All right, I'm kicking that off. So let's say I got a client, okay? Fast fulfillment. I'm going to dive right in. I have Amazon, okay? So Amazon's my client. I see that they filled out their lead. I have a view. That's awesome. First thing I'm going to do is click on this button over here, convert preview to campaign. Okay, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to say, are you sure you want to convert it? Yes, I am. Let's do it. So I'm going to convert it, okay? That is, so I could say you could end there. Once it's converted, you can actually use that. But I want to dive into very quickly, show you how we can change a lot of things about that campaign. So what I'm going to do is go over to campaigns over here. And if I wanted to change just a few things about that, I'm going to click on edit campaign. I'm going to use our new campaign builder to modify certain things. So for example, if I wanted to modify the layout, let's say I wanted to put the logo in the center, or if I wanted to put it on the left, or if I wanted to make it the old school way with the big logo on top and the name on the bottom, I can do that as well. Let's stick with this for now. And I can also change the SSID. I always recommend to start with a hashtag. So hashtag free Wi-Fi at Whole Foods. Let's stick with the Amazon. I should have used Whole Foods actually as the link, but we'll stick with Amazon for now. So I can choose my login options. So for example, I have my Facebook and email. What I want to do if I'm a white label is switch this to my actual app. So what happens is if you're using the default social portal secure Wi-Fi login, use this one. If you're using your own, make sure you have your own with your own white label URL. It's all in the support section on how to do that. Very simple and easy. A lot of you have already done that. That's kind of old news for you, but just kind of recapping it anyways. You can also ask for more things. For example, you have your email, you have your phone number. You can ask for your gender also. So that's all reflected over here when you grab all that stuff, and you can view that on the preview later. But what you do here is you can also enable free Wi-Fi or enable a passcode, which is a new option. So passcode can be 1234. For those who don't want to use Facebook or email and just want to use a passcode, can do that directly here. Now on thank you redirect, after somebody redirects, I'm pushing right now to their Facebook page. Now what I might want to do instead is if I'm adding HTML, I can add my own content there. I can add an image. I can add my own custom text. So thanks for connecting to Amazon. I can upload an image here as well. So for example, let's upload one of these images here. This is just a standard image. That's a 30-day Wi-Fi challenge here, just to show you how this works. So this is so awesome. I can do anything here. This is where, for example, if you wanted to add your own barcode, you can add another image over there for a scannable barcode. You can also add a video automatically here and paste the URL from your video, and it'll load up a video just in there. So you can really customize whatever you want on the thank you page. This is all optional, guys, obviously. And I am on the stopwatch, so I'll be ending this in a second because I want to show you how fast you can actually do the fulfillment. But the point here is any customizations you want, that if you want to redirect to an app store, if you want to redirect to your own URL, for example, you can do all that here. And then on your ads, you can run ads, and also advanced settings. You can show the language bar if you want. You can enable custom terms. You can edit those terms. So anything is very, very easy to do, all within the campaign builder. But the thing here is that you got to convert it. So once you convert it, so convert was that was the first thing. The next thing is assign. So what you want to do is three things. You want to assign locations, devices, and campaigns. So before this, if you don't have a device, if you don't have devices on hand, what you want to do is go to shop.mywifi.io. I usually recommend keeping about 3 to 5 of these on hand. So we do offer free shipping if you spend $99 or more. So simply scroll down here. How many do you want to add? If you add 3 to your cart, you actually get free shipping. So for $147 flat, including shipping, you get 3 devices to keep, and you keep those, you use them for all your clients, and you can repurpose them. So once you add these and ship them, if you use, if you check out using the same email address as you do when you're logged into the dashboard, we automatically add the devices to your dashboard here. So once you order it from us, you're going to see them sitting. They're going to be on the offline mode because they haven't been plugged in yet. But as soon as they're shipped, we actually automatically add the devices for you. So rather than if you have to add them yourself, just so you know, you can go to device name. You can choose the SH100 if you're ordering it from our store. Okay, and you type in the MAC address. What we do is by automatically adding it, we save you from having to type in your MAC address every single time. And by doing all that stuff, you just assign it to a location later, and it's all good to go. But what we're showing you here is that you assign a location, device, and campaign. So let's stick with the Amazon theme. Let's go to location. So we have the campaign ready. We have the device automatically added. If I order it from shop.mywifi.io, it's already in my dashboard. Okay, so we've automatically added that device using the same email address. Now all I have to do is add a location. So let's search for a location here. Let me type in Amazon. See if I can find Amazon.com in Seattle. Well, that's in Arizona. I'm curious to see if I can actually find the real Amazon. Sure I can. Oh, by the Apollo, here it is. So the Amazon Apollo building. So this is one of their offices here, automatically searched up. And again, you're looking for your own clients, so we're automatically finding that on Google for you. All of this data is already all filled out. So we're using the Google API to pre-fill all of this stuff for you. You just kind of want to double check it, make sure it's all good. Then you click on save. And actually this doesn't have a phone number because Amazon doesn't want to be called. So they didn't add their phone number to Google. I don't blame them. We'll just fill this up with anything right now. And so we have our location, Amazon. So the next thing we want to do is assign. Remember, we're still at the assign stage. So we want to assign devices and campaigns. So all we do over here is we go to campaigns. We search for our campaign. This was Amazon. So I just searched, that's Amazon. We're going to set a default campaign to the one we just created. Okay, so right now this location is running the automatic this campaign that we just created ourselves automatically on Facebook. And then what we're doing is going to devices, and you want to assign a device. So which device do we want to assign? Let's, obviously it's whatever device you have. You're shipped 3 or 5 or 100, whatever many you want to order, and you just choose the one you want to use for this location. Make sure you have the right MAC address because it has to match, but it's already added. So all you do is choose that MAC address. You choose on devices, you click on save. Okay, it's going to automatically assign that device to the location. So now everything is all mapped up. The next thing you want to do, and this is an optional step, is the next thing you want to assign is sub-users, because you might want to give them access to your quick report. The quick report shows you the real-time data of stats just for that location. So who's connected, a whole list of users that have connected, all the stats, a timeline, and the ability to do some cool things. So that's optional, but if you do want to add a sub-user or a quick report, you simply go over here, you go to assign sub-user or add sub-user first, you create your sub-user, You choose exactly what you want to give them access to. So in this case, you can give them access just to the quick report, just to the Amazon Apollo building. So I usually recommend just doing that. And I have a surprise for you guys. I'm going to share this separately, but we are relaunching a brand new quick report. It's called Quick Report V2. Let's think of something more creative for that. Maybe some code name for it, but it's really awesome. So I can't wait to share that with you. That's coming soon. But what you do is you create your sub-user. After you create your sub-user, you assign it to this location. That's all you need to do. So think about this. You can actually order devices, order 3 or 5 to yourself and then ship it to your client. Or you can actually just drop ship one device to your client. Now, you do have to pay for shipping if it's just one device, but shipping is very cost effective. And in this case, you can drop ship it. It's a white label ship, all drop shipped. It doesn't mention my Wi-Fi on it. Client gets it, plugs the device right into the location. You know the MAC address because we've automatically added it to your location, actually your devices list over here. So all you do is assign that device that you know is in the mail going to your client. As soon as they plug it in, we just mapped the campaign, the device, the location. It's all good to go. And I've been talking a lot, and I'm under 10 minutes of setting everything up. That is end to end. I don't need to do anything else right now with my clients. They have to plug in their device. Everything is all good to go. So the next step is setup. Like I said here, you can buy your own devices from us, $49. Now, client takes it, plugs it in, so blue port into the internet, plug it into the wall, turn it on. You've already mapped everything up. So that is all good to go. And I'm turning my stopwatch off, under 10 minutes. And 90% of the time I was talking. That's a joke as far as fulfillment goes. Drop ship it to the client and have them plug it in. You're managing all of this remotely from any web browser. And you can also use existing networks. So if they use Cisco Meraki or OpenMesh or Aruba coming soon, and a lot of you guys have been waiting for that. We're actually waiting on Aruba. They're being super annoying on how long they're taking to give us some licensing keys. That's what the holdup is, but we're going to be launching that very soon. In addition to any of these other ones like Ruckus or Xeris, if you have any questions or have your hardware with you, we can help you set that up. And we are adding drop downs available for the other ones. But MeCritique, we have a lot of clients using that in our dashboard. Now, let me show you. I have a lot of questions always about where to find this. So go to support.mywifi.io. Under devices and hardware, we have a list of supported hardware devices. So here's where you see everything. For example, Meraki, a very good brand from Cisco. Here's how you integrate it. It is super simple. I highly recommend Cisco Meraki, and actually we'll share a link in the group where you can attend a webinar from Cisco and get a free device. I'll share a special link for that to get a free Meraki device from Cisco, and you can plug that in to your location and use them because they're actually a really, really good solution. They're the Cadillac of access points, and our integration takes you less than 5 minutes to copy and paste this list, follow these instructions, and then manage Meraki directly from our dashboard. And this works with the quick report, works with your clients. What's cool about this is that a lot of franchises, major companies, large stadiums, event venues, shopping malls all use Cisco Meraki. And if they already have Meraki on the ceiling or they have Meraki in the location, you don't have to deal with wiring or installation. You just need permission to apply this new captive portal, this new social Wi-Fi login solution to them, and that is your sale. Okay, so that is installation. Now, the last thing for the easy fulfillment, which is not even really part of the fulfillment itself, it's really just positioning yourself for profits. It is year, stands for year. It's for annual plan seed planting. So what you do is with the client, you install this risk-free for them. Again, you ship it to them. I did in 8 minutes. You can create your whole campaign, drop ship it to your clients. You say, look, plug it in. Let's start generating leads for your business, totally risk-free. And if you'd like it, I'll offer you a 50% discount on our annual plan. It's normally $3,000, but I'll give it to you for $1,500 flat. Just throwing it out there because it's like $1,500 sale. You close one of those every single day. You're making crazy money. So that's the goal, and you can do that. And if you don't like it, you tell the client, look, if you don't like it, you have nothing to lose. I will come pick it up at no cost to you whatsoever. And then what you do is after you drop it off and once you deliver it and once you see it online, so you'll drop ship it to the clients, whether it's a Cisco Meraki install or you're drop shipping let me just flip over to this page, drop shipping your own device, and you see it green in your dashboard under devices or under their actual location. When this Amazon client goes green, I say, hey, congratulations. You are now live. We are good to go. in a couple of days, you're going to send another email with a screenshot of some users that have connected to their dashboard. So you either tell them to log into their quick report, or you log in for them. You take a screenshot, copy and paste it into an email, send it to them saying, look, in 3 days, you already got leads. You already built your email list without doing anything. Okay. After a week, you say, wow, you're growing so fast. You're actually, you're getting above average. You got to have the stats to back this up, but make sure you monitor it or have somebody else monitor it for you and see how the performance is. Then we're going to automate this reporting. Exactly what we're talking about here, we're going to eventually automate for you. But in the meantime, sending these triggers out are very easy to do. And then 2 weeks later, you're talking about tons of engagement. 3 weeks later, you need to talk to them about action. So if they haven't called you to remove this from their location, which they should never unless they're completely crazy. If they're getting leads, they do not want to unplug this thing. So what you do is you need to tell them, look, clearly this is working for your business. In the final days, you need to sign up for this annual plan discount, because on day 32, this deal is over. You're going to have to pay month to month, $300 a month, or $3,600 for the year, or $3,000. But now you're going to get it all at whatever your price is. I recommend giving some insane value. For example, $3,000, 50% off, $1,500 flat. I get it for the whole year. What you're doing here is actually closing a huge deal and also planting another seed for your upsell, because you're delivering here. You're giving great value. You're giving something that works. You're building data. You're generating leads, and you're also showing the client that you can be trusted. After you establish trust, you could sell anybody anything. Okay, so that is our easy fulfillment, EASY, really easy to do, and that is the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. So for those who haven't yet, you have a second chance. You can start it today. The cool thing about the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge is that it starts whenever you want it to start. We have a lot of our group members that started on our inaugural starting point, which was November 1st, which was last week. Today is November 8th. You can start it today and stop on December 8th. Okay, you kind of want to finish this before the holidays so you can have no problem paying for your holiday gift bills. So that's something you want to consider if you are serious about launching. If you don't have clients yet, start this challenge today. Start messaging 5 businesses every single day. Build up the courage to do it. I mean, you're still behind Facebook. You're typing to me in a message. You can do the same thing to your clients. I'm speaking to the non-action takers there clearly. Now, if you're crushing it with Wi-Fi, like I see a lot of you have, please post in the group. Post your results, even if you're not crushing it. If you're getting some traction, whatever you want to share, post it on that 30-day Wi-Fi challenge success post, because I'm going to be picking one lucky person there to offer some free consulting one-on-one with me to help you scale your business. So make sure you post your wins in the group. You follow the FAB clients, avoid the con clients. You do the easy fulfillment, and you do the fast sales. Okay, you can rewind this video and watch everything I just spoke about again if you'd like. But now, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me whatever you want. I can also dive through some of the platform and show you some of the other stuff. If you want me to walk through anything, let me know, and we'll go from there. So questions: can the preview be responsive for a larger desktop? Yeah, we actually we force close the width to be 600 pixels. We can look at making it bigger or smaller. We can definitely look at that, but I mean, it's fine on a desktop to work. Most people, I can tell you now, are going to be viewing that preview on their mobile phone. Question about the replays. All the replays are stored in the Facebook group here. If you go under the videos on the left-hand side, let me just show you where that is. So this is the live event that I'm actually doing right now. It's live in live. So if I actually go to the Wi-Fi Marketing Experts group, on the left-hand side, I click on videos. This is the first one over here. All right, so guys, those who are complaining about limiting width, I mean, look at Facebook. They're even doing the same thing. You might want it to be full screen and big and great, but it's not a good user experience. You kind of want that preview page to have some kind of limit to it. What happens is, the reason we did it is, if you have a full page Facebook preview, this image, or I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see, but this image ends up being stretched and it gets cut off. So by limiting it to 600 pixels wide, it makes it all fitting in place. Any chance there could be free Wi-Fi window signs or decals in the shop? Yeah, we could definitely look at adding that. That's a great idea. We actually have tons of templates, but we don't necessarily want to ship them out. We might be adding them to our shipments of the SH100. But yes, we have like hundreds of those free Wi-Fi stickers designed. You can print them out yourself, but we will get stickers in the store. That's a great point. Shipping to Europe is also free. Yes, it is. We also drop ship to Germany. We drop ship anywhere in the world. There are no install instructions right now when the client has drop shipped it, primarily because we didn't want to put a brand or any logos on that. We might add a generic sheet. I'll add that here, just a generic sheet. But really, the thing is, you're in contact with the business owner. So we give you those instructions in our members area. You can just copy and paste them and tell the client, plug. It's super simple, 2 things to do. Plug it into the wall and then plug it in from your modem into the blue port. That's it. We also drop ship to Italy. Yes, we have a lot of people using proximity or presence analytics. I think, Scott, that's what you mean. Yes, it is available on the SH100. We're going to be launching a firmware upgrade shortly, in addition to launching some other cool features for the platform. Daryl has a question: why would the clients use the password feature if that's what they're already doing? You only want to use the passcode feature if clients have complaints about people who do not want to log in with Facebook. So if you have, let's say, Facebook and email, and clients like, look, some people just don't want to do that anymore, that's cool. Actually, remember, there's something I want to show you guys. We launched something else that's really cool. I did a quick screenshot of this in the group, but some of you guys might have missed it. It's a brand new cool feature that we launched in the dashboard. Let me just get to it. So if I go to my timeline, all right, so let's say I have myself here and I look at my social user profile. So we added this new feature where I can actually block a user. So if I click on block user, all right, I'm now blocked. What happens is and if I ever try to connect with my same MAC address, so this is the MAC address to my my iPhone, if I ever try to connect to any network again with my device, it's going to tell me, no, sorry, you cannot connect. It's actually going to give me a complete blocked user, say, no, you've been blocked from the network. If you have any questions, contact support or contact your administrator. So this helps. A lot of people have complaints, and this is a massive selling point that I want everybody to talk to their business owners about. Say, if you have anybody that abuses your network, then you can block them. So question, Scott, like, why would anybody want a passcode option? Let's say they don't even care about Facebook. You know, to be honest, some clients might say to you, I don't care about generating leads. I don't care about emails. I just want you to protect my network. I want you to make it safe. So what you can do is offer a passcode option, which is the same passcode as they currently have, but you can't block a user easily right now on your modem. Like, the users do not know how to log into their modem and do this fancy stuff to block that user, but they can click a button in our dashboard, and all this is available in the quick report. So now you have the ability to block users, and if I am blocked, I am not able to access the internet. And then if, let's say, I behave, I can get unblocked later. If I beg for forgiveness, whatever it is, you can unblock the user over here. Yes, the block feature is accessible to the customers in the dashboard. All they have to do is go under the timeline or the social user profile. They click on any user on the quick report, for example, even over here, this is how they would get it. So if they are using the quick report, and this is going to be a brand new, awesome quick report very shortly for all you guys. If I go under contacts over here, and I, let's say, view last 30 days, I'm not sure if I actually connected. No. Let me just increase this range. It's like a demo account that I don't really log into often. So I have my user over here. I go under connection details, and I can block the user. So that's where I find it. And any of your clients can do all this through the quick report dashboard. They can do this on their iPads, you know, POS, new tab, Safari, have this always logged in. They can block users on their Wi-Fi network. Very easy to do. And you can also block employees, Don said. That's a great point. If your employees are like screwing off on Facebook all day on their phones and using your Wi-Fi, that's not happening on your clock. You got to tell that to the business owner, and they'll be like, I will pay you $100 a month to stop my employees from doing that, for sure. So a question from Scott. He wants me to explain exactly what happens when somebody hits their session or time limit or bandwidth limit. So if they hit the limit, they literally get booted off the network, and they are unable to access the network until the next day, within 24 hours. So every day it is a new session, considered a new timeline, new time frame. That's why the session limits are max 24 hours. We reset this every single day. And then after a day, your users are able to log in again. But if you hit your limits for the day, you're done for the day. And that is also a safety net for a lot of business owners who don't want people in there and hogging their Wi-Fi for hours at a time. All right, any other questions? So a question from Sandra, how do you compete with the authority of Yelp Wi-Fi? That's a joke, is it? No, I understand. So I don't mean to make fun of the question, but Yelp is Yelp. Okay, no business owner I've ever spoken to likes Yelp particularly. They feel that they need to be on Yelp because it relieves their pain of, I need more customers. They think being listed on Yelp may help. What they don't know is that anytime you search for your business on Yelp, Yelp actually recommends your competitor. So not the best place to get a placement. But what happens here is that Yelp is Yelp. So if any business owner currently uses Yelp Wi-Fi, you need to say one thing. You want to give Yelp a list of all your customers. Just say that to them and see how they react. Say, do you know that when people search for you on Yelp, Yelp actually promotes your competition? So that being said, are you confident with allowing Yelp to have a list of all of your customers? And they're going to say, no, thank you. You say, look, I have my own platform. I am, I'm a local person. I will actually take the time. Yelp is also a big company. They're a public company. So they don't have the resources to give you the same kind of support and service and understanding that I can. This is what obviously, Sandra, that you would say to the client. So say, hey, look, I can beat Yelp's price. I can get you more functionality. I can get you better reports and more engagement. And I'll actually look out for your business as a one-to-one. And I can also upsell you other stuff, and I'll give you a great bundle deal that you might buy anyways from other people. I'll save you a lot of money if you buy it all from me. So that works really well. Yelp is charging, from what I hear on the street, anywhere between $150 to like $200 to $500 depending on the client. That's per month. We do have the ability to charge. Ira's asking if we have the ability to charge for clients, and I'm just checking out these live questions. Never really used the question functionality on Zoom, so just taking a look. So is it possible to pay to get more? Yes, you can actually have an option to pay with Stripe or PayPal, and they have higher sessions. So you can say, hey, connect with Facebook for 30 minutes of time, or pay with $5 with credit card and use it for 24 hours. So you can do that right now in the dashboard. If you want, I recommend just sticking with free only. That's usually the best way to go, generate leads. All right, so looking for some more questions. Any other questions I can answer right now? So no, Scott's asking to get the powered by to be a hyperlink. No, Scott, that will not work. You do not want it to be a hyperlink because no one is going to click that. If you click it pre-login, you're not authenticated. Anything is blocked, so your website will also be blocked. So we're not having any hyperlinks in the powered by. We might introduce an image in the powered by section, or just the ability to do a global powered by your brand across all of your locations, but they will not be hyperlinked at all. That it just won't work. Yes, the script for messages, there's tons of scripts inside the members area. All depends on which clients you're speaking with. But the magic message is, do you offer free Wi-Fi? That's the one thing you want to say to 5 business owners a day on Facebook Messenger. A question from Malcolm, upsell pricing for Facebook Pixel integration. What have other people been doing? Well, typically what you want to do with Facebook ads is pretty much industry standard. You tell the clients, I installed your hotspot. I can add a Facebook Pixel. I normally charge $200, for the Facebook Pixel. However, what I'll do is if you end up buying and letting me manage your Facebook ads for you, then I'll take 15% of your ad spend. So this is standard. Say, we do minimum $500 a month on ad spend. You can take up to 20%. So in that case, it's $500 a month. You give me $500 every single month to advertise on Facebook. I'm going to take $400 and spend it on Facebook. $100 I'm going to keep for my marketing. So what happens is if your client ends up paying $1,000, $2,000 a month, you get 20% of all that. recurring to manage the ads. But typically, it's better to do kind of a shared budget thing. So tell the client, for $500, I'll update posts on your social media page. I'll run Facebook ads to increase engagement. I'll also manage your page for comments and responses and kind of do the whole package. You can charge like $500 or $1,000 a month for all of that. And then what you do is just decide, I'll take $200 of that and spend it for them on Facebook, because the value can't be measured directly through media. It's also measured by the services that you're offering for the client. So we're just reading some of the questions here. So some providers retain ownership of the data, not the clients. What do you think about this? You can do that yourself, Nigel. So you can retain the ownership of the data if you want to do that. You can lease it to the client. You can offer them the ability to install it at no charge and do a rev share. That's what makes this platform pretty awesome, is the fact that you are white label and you can do the same thing that Purple does, but you're white label. There's no limit, Heidi, of how many people can be on. All the limit is it's based on your access points. So the SH100 around anywhere between 20 to 30 max, we've heard. Other devices are different stories. So Meraki, you can have hundreds, thousands if you have multiple access points. Same with OpenMesh and Aruba. All depends on your install or what the requirement is. Oh, Mike is asking me about the ninja trick. All right, I'll show you the ninja trick that I skipped over last time. Okay, let me just share my phone with you guys. Ninja trick is pretty ninja. All right, so this is my phone over here, okay? So this is the ninja trick. Go into settings on your iPhone or your Android. I recommend doing search. So click on the top and go to keyboard. All right, down over here, a keyboard general. Okay, on keyboard general, go down to over here, text replacement. Okay, you'll see I have a bunch of shortcuts here. I have one over here that the phrase is, so the phrase is over here, if you can read this. Let me just scroll this for you. So this is my message. So my phrase is the actual message. So I'm just going to scroll. So this is a sample of your new, so this is a sample of your new guest Wi-Fi login. Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll this on the iPhone as we go. So your new Facebook login page, login that I automatically captures email. It automatically captures customer emails, blah, blah, blah. So this is the message that I'll copy. I actually already copied and pasted this message in the group, but this is the phrase, okay? Your shortcut is something super short, like WD, okay? So Wi-Fi demo, that's what mine stands for. So again, on your iPhone, search for your keyboard settings. So what I actually do here is I do a lot of replacements, like for if anybody says, what's your email? What's your thing? I have these little shortcuts that when I type this in, you'll see the magic of what happens here. So again, you create your own phrase in your shortcut. Your phrase is what your little one sentence magic question is. So do you offer free Wi-Fi? Instead of actually typing that out every single time, add it as a phrase and then create a shortcut. Here's what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go to Facebook. I'm gonna click on the little hamburger menu over here. I'm gonna click on find Wi-Fi. I'm gonna search for a local business. Crave coffee, visit page. Okay, I'm gonna message. I'm gonna say, so first I'm gonna notice here before I go too fast over here. So let me just quickly jump back. So I'm gonna scroll down and see over here at Crave Coffee, KRAVECOFFEE. Okay, that's all we wanna remember here. Okay, I'm gonna click on message. I'm gonna start off with my magic message. So this is mine for the day. So hi, do you offer free Wi-Fi? Now, typically I would wait until I got a response on that, but here I'm gonna show you something cool. I'm gonna go WD space, boom. That's the ninja trick. I don't need to actually type that out every single time. I could have done the same thing with my other thing. And over here, I write Crave Coffee, and I wanna just change this because it might not make sense. So I am asking because And actually, this is right down the street from us. So I'm going to make this a little contextual. So because we're a local startup and we can help. And to let you guys know, I actually closed 2 other deals doing this exact same thing in the last week, just in my area. You know, just by taking action over here. I'm doing it right with you guys on the phone. It's not hard. So over here, I'm asking because we're a local startup and we can help. This is a sample of your new guest Wi-Fi login page that automatically captures your customer emails. Okay, all I did was type into my shortcut /crave coffee. Boom. I click there. They're going to see captured portal. What's that? If they click on that, this is what they see. Automatically created on the phone. Automatically click accept, connect with Facebook or with email. It really is that easy. Okay, so that is the ninja trick. I type in, make a little shortcut, and then automatically goes, and I can do this all day long, truly. Now, the key is that trick is good, but you want to do what I did there. So I just want to make sure you guys saw that. I made it unique. So if I just took my straight message and I did that every single time, Facebook has an algorithm to look for that. That's called spamming. So you want to make it unique. I'm asking because, make this a little bit different, add 1 sentence that's different, and then paste. And that'll make sure you don't get banned. And also make sure that you don't just going to bang off, 10 messages in 5 minutes. I'm going to do one, wait a couple seconds, another one, wait a couple minutes, another one, go make a coffee, another one. So you want to spread it out a little bit so that Facebook doesn't get, too suspicious as to what you're doing. Heidi, she's asking, when messaging, how do we know that we're talking to the owner? Could it be the staff talking? You ask them, are you the owner? Yes, great. Can we jump on a call? You want to get, as soon as you get the owner, you want to get off of Facebook Messenger. Okay, we're going to talk about that in next week. We're talking about actually doing the one-on-one calls, the Zoom meetings. So ask the person, are you the owner? Say, no, I'm not. I'm just, I'm working in marketing, or I'm the agency. Sometimes it's not even like the business that's actually answering those messages. It's just an agency rep. You can sell them too, obviously, but you want to make sure you talk to the owner. Once you get that name of the owner, or are you the owner? Great. Hey, can I call you now? Is it okay? Can I call you? Can we jump on a screen share? You can actually, a lot of people don't know this, which is pretty nuts. But look at this. Like, you're actually, when you speak to the owner, let me just jump to my phone again. So on Messenger, I can't actually do it here, but let's say I'm talking to one of our buddies, Jason. Right over here, I can click on this. And Jason, I'm just gonna video call you for jokes right now. So Jason, if you're on the call right now, I'm gonna call you. I just want to show you guys how easy this is to call somebody on Facebook. Now, sometimes the business owner, they'll be like, yes, I'm the business owner. You can also say, hey, what's your personal Facebook page? And to befriend them, ask them to be a friend. You want me to show, somebody wants me to show the Crave message again. So take a screenshot of that. So Crave Coffee typically replies in minutes. Okay, so they haven't, I can also see when they've read it or when they haven't read it. I mean, this is like potentially the greatest sales tool of all time. All built in right on your phone right here. So let me show you. Jason, I'm going to call you. Jason, I see he's in the chat. So I'm going to go Jason Leday, and I'm going to call you. You don't have to answer if you don't want, but it's so easy. Right over here. Right over here. Look how easy that is. Surely, this is our office, by the way. This is a quick tour of our office. While we're ringing, ring, ring. That's my daughter's baby monitor popping on the screen here. Ring, ring. Hey, Jason. Hold on, turn the volume up. How's it going? Now I'm plugged in. Hold on, I'm plugged in over here. I don't quite have your audio. Sorry, I don't have your audio here. Let me just get the audio going. Hey. Thanks for picking up the phone here. You're actually live. We're live on the webinar. Streaming this also live on Facebook as we're chatting on Facebook Live. There's so much streaming going on here. It's crazy. But thanks so much for answering. I just wanted to prove that you're selling a business owner. I can't hear you. I think it's because we're plugged in over here through this thing. But anyways, this is just a case in point. You want to speak to somebody live? I'm talking as if I never met Jason before, but honestly, after going on this video, it feels like we've met and known each other for years. So that's a cool way to do that. And CJ's laughing cool. So, I mean, this is it. This is the power of faith. I'm going to say goodbye now just to finish up the thing, but thank you, Jason. We'll chat in a bit. So that's just to show you how awesome it is in this day and age with technology. All you need is your phone here to close deals. So guys, that being said, I want to thank you for joining this, the Wi-Fi Wednesdays. We're kind of going to do this every single week as we go along. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or feedback, please share in the Facebook group. If you missed this, you're coming late, you can always watch the replay as well in the Facebook group. And if you have any questions separately, let me know. So people are asking, how am I sharing my phone over here? So all you do is use QuickTime. For those of you who use a Mac, QuickTime player. On the top here, you go new movie recording. And then under this little thing, you can choose what your source is. So that's how I did my iPad screen sharing. I'm doing my phone screen sharing right over here as well. So you can choose what you want your source to be. And then all you do is you plug it in via cable. I recommend it. It's awesome. If you're using a PC, there's a bunch of different softwares that you can use to stream the same thing from your phone to your PC. But if you're using an iPhone, recommend you using with a Mac. And if you're using Android with PC, they also have different software as well. Just search for streaming or mirroring, screen mirroring, phone mirroring, or AirDroid works great. I actually use that as well. Thanks, Steve. I use AirDroid for a long time with Android. So Daryl actually asked if I recommend sending the link like I did or waiting for a response. I always recommend waiting for a response. I did this just to show you guys quickly how it's done. To show you the ninja trick, but I always say, you know, after, hi, do you offer free Wi-Fi? Wait, okay? If a day goes by and they haven't answered a potential customer, that's not good news. Then you want to call the business owner for a whole other reason, being like, hey, just to let you know, I messaged your business and it took them like 48 hours to respond. So, you know, that's not cool. That's not cool. So that's something you want to do and make sure that, that you do that. All right, guys, like I said, if you have any questions at any time, visit support.mywifi.io. We have tons of articles, tons of videos, training, anything you want to know there. We're always updating those videos. So if you notice a video that's out of date or you want it to be updated, inside the chat support. So not on Facebook. Facebook is not for support. Facebook is for sales and marketing. Okay, if you have any questions for support, simply go to support.mywifi.io or inside the dashboard. Let me just flip over here to the other browser, show you where that is. Too many tabs. So support.mywifi.io in the bottom right, you have this chat bubble here. Just chat with us. We are more than happy to help you. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, also send them through here or in the Facebook group if it's sales and marketing oriented. If it's platform or features or you have any questions, definitely chat with support right through that bubble. I will share the Cisco webinar, where to get your free Meraki device, in the group momentarily. Anyways, on that note, thank you guys so much for joining us live on this Wi-Fi Wednesdays. Again, my name is Kevin Z, founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks, and our mission is to help you scale and grow your social Wi-Fi marketing businesses. And on that note, take care. Have a great week. Those who are joining the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge, make sure you get serious about it. 5 people every day, 5 minutes a day, not a lot to ask. I promise you, you will see results. I will keep you posted as to what the Crave Coffee gets back to me at over here. But just as you saw, 10 minutes max to set up all the fulfillment, 30 seconds for me to message it. I use that cool ninja trick to automate that message as well. And we have a huge surprise coming out for you guys later this week. So stay tuned in the Facebook group. Anyways, guys, take care. Talk to you soon and have a great day.